talk a little bit about what kind of swim baits, what color, what sizes, what shapes. What makes a calico inhale that thing? A lot of it is about silhouette. I want you to think about the problem that calico has to solve it for it. You'll do that, you'll get bit more. Here's an example. Low light situation. You got out there early in the morning, or you're out there late in the afternoon fishing, or you're in a dense fog bank or a low cloud cover, and it's just kind of dark. Well, in that situation, go with a very subtle color. Just very subtle. An example might be like this, but my favorite color in a low light situation, it's almost invisible. In fact, I've used those totally clear plastic ones and done well. But my favorite is almost clear. It's kind of a smoke color with a dark back. Very subtle. And just with a dark lead head. In low light situations, with that bass looking up, they'll get that silhouette from that subtle shade. But now, the day wears on a little bit. The morning wears on. Now that sun is coming up and you look at an angle like this and you're getting a little more light penetration in the water. Now that bass can see about as well as it's going to see all day long. What I want you to use then, I want you to switch over to a pattern that does a really good job of imitating natural forage food. Like this one here does a real good job of imitating the small mackerel. Makes for a great bait when they've got real good visibility. Another example is this one here. Sharing those same spots with those calico bass are usually lots of Johnny bass or olive rockfish. And that pattern there just does a great job of imitating a Johnny bass. So in that medium light situation, we'll call it, use a swim bait that does a great job of imitating the natural forage fish. And what you'll end up doing is just getting a whole lot of bites that way. Now, day wears on some more. You start getting that high light, sun high, deep light penetration. Now the bass has a real problem to solve. It's looking up against a super bright, I mean, imagine looking up into that light. It's looking up against a very bright light. And it needs to pick out a silhouette. It knows it's got a visibility problem. It doesn't need that fine acuity now, but it needs a silhouette that looks like food. Now is when you break out the metal flake. Okay? Now is when you go from the real shiny stuff like, you know, like this guy just has a lot of metal flake in it and bright colors. Another example is this guy that has a highly reflective side. I don't know if that light there will do a good job of showing you that reflective side, but it has a highly reflective side. So reflective and metal flake. A lot of bright, sparkly stuff. Because that sun will dance off of all of it, and it will create that silhouette that bass needs to say, ah, groceries, I'm on it. Okay? So highlight situation, you go with the shiniest stuff you got. Kind of big patterns too. Because again, you're trying to make sure they can see the silhouette. So I go with bigger patterns, I go with the sparkliest stuff I've got. But always be careful. Always monitor your conditions. Because when the conditions change, you need to change your swim bait. I laugh out there because something will happen. You know, clouds will come in, fog bank roll in, something will happen that changes everything. And people will go change their clothes. They'll grab sweaters and jackets, but they won't change their swim baits. I suggest to you, change your swim baits first, then worry about your jackets. Okay? Because if you need a jacket all of a sudden, you need another swim bait color too. Think about it. Something has just changed, and you need to match what you're using to the conditions. When that Cloud cover moves in, fog bank rolls in, you've got lower light conditions. So now, back down to the very natural looking patterns that imitate natural forest food.